Hi YouTubers, if you're new here, my name is Robina of Sincerelymrsgriffin and I run this channel as well as two other social media platforms by the same name. So if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, you can catch me over there. And today we are going to talk about hair, but I wanted to talk about a subject that is something that people might not talk about a lot, but people probably should talk about more often. And today we are going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about, but I want you to talk too. Leave me some good comments of what you think about the video, how you feel about it. If your views are opposed to mine, leave those down there too. We can start an open dialogue and talk about our differences and try and meet in areas that we're similar. We don't always have to think the same or agree the same, but I believe that we should always behave civilly and behave kindly to one another, like the Bible says, to treat another the way how you want to be treated. So just, act kindly, share your differences. That's perfectly fine. Transracial adoption. I want to talk about white mothers who are fostering or have adopted Black children, specifically Black girls, and when it comes to hair care. And I just wanted to share from my point of view as a Black mother raising a Black daughter here in America, just what I feel like is important when it comes to this one area of white mothers adopting or fostering a Black little girl here in America, specifically when it comes to her hair, which is her crown. So firstly, I want to say thank you if you are a white mother who has adopted or is fostering any children at all, no matter the color. Thank you for taking that child into your home. Thank you for loving that child and be comforted and experience love in a home that maybe they would not have had the opportunity to get and maybe did not get, and that's why they are either being fostered or they have been adopted. Comment down below if you have adopted or if you're fostering children in your home and just what your experience has been like, specifically if you are a white mother and you have adopted Black children or are fostering Black little girls. Comment down below your highs and your lows when it comes to taking care of Black hair. These are just a couple of things that I think Black mothers really want white mothers of Black daughters to know. And maybe if you are a white mother and you're not close to another Black mother, they might feel uncomfortable to share these things with you. I think maybe some Black mothers might have these thoughts. I'm just going to speak for myself because these are the thoughts that I have when I see a white mother raising Black children, specifically Black little girls, when it comes to how her hair is kept. First, I would say do your research. Do loads of research so that you can prepare yourself and be ready to take care of that child just the same as you would do research for parenting, as you would do research for the safest car seat, research for, what types of baby foods or bottles to use for this child. It's just as important for this Black little girl when it comes to her hair. I think we can really shift the narrative and change things by how we as mothers perceive hair and how we as mothers mother our children and teach them about their own hair. Don't think from the beginning, if you are adopting a baby and the baby has silky smooth hair as a newborn, don't think, oh, okay, this is gonna be so easy. Their hair is similar to mine, because that little baby's hair is gonna shift. It is gonna change texture. It might even change color. It's gonna do a lot of things in the first 2 years, maybe even in the first 3 years. So let's do some research and figure out what we're gonna do, how we're gonna style this hair, how we're gonna manage it. The next thing that I would say is don't be afraid to stumble and make a bunch of mistakes, but because you're doing research, because you've done the first thing that I've said with doing research, don't be afraid to stumble and make a bunch of mistakes. That means that you're trying and that you have effort put in there, and you probably have under your sink a cabinet full of different curly hair products because you are doing your best, mama, to take care of this baby and her hair. So don't be afraid to stumble. The third thing that I would say is don't treat your foster daughter or adopted daughter's hair like it is a chore or something negative. Try and always keep when it comes to hair and doing hair, try and keep it as a positive thing, because especially if that child is growing up in a home where there are white children present. I always tell my children that comparison is the thief of joy. And it is so easy to compare, well, Lucy has silky smooth hair and it takes mommy, 30 seconds to put it into a quick little ponytail and put a bow on it, and it looks fantastic. And my hair takes, 6 hours to put 2 braids in. So don't use the hair time and that hair experience for that child as a negative thing. Use it as a thing of joy, as a thing of pride, as a thing of, we get to do your hair now, we get to have wash day now. Or don't use that time as a negative experience. Try and keep it very positive for the child. Also, along those lines is, don't voice how difficult it is, or you yourself, mama, compare taking care of this African American child and their hair to if you have other children of other nationalities in the home. Don't compare and say, Lucy's hair is so much easier to do or anything like that, because that's going to make the child feel bad, and that could make the child resent their hair, and we don't want that to happen. We want that child to feel just as secure and safe in their physical new home as they do in their physical body. We want them to feel all of that love and to know that every ounce of their being that God has created is special. The Bible says, I was fearfully and wonderfully made. Also, another thing I would like to say is celebrate her hair. Show her pictures of people who have similar hair texture to her. You've done your research, so you might know what type of hair type she has. It's an easy thing to do a Google search based off hair type, or check on Pinterest based off hair type, and be able to find loads of pictures with people who have similar hair. Something my daughter and I do often is we get on Pinterest when we're choosing a style for her, and I'll let her peruse through, kind of like with guided help from me, what I want her to see and what I want her to choose from. For instance, if we're doing a braided style, I will Pinterest easy braided style for little girls or something, and show her a bunch of pictures with little girls that have their hair braided, and let her pick what style she wants me to do. Now, is it always going to turn out exactly like how it's pictured on Pinterest? No, but the thing is, we're celebrating her hair, we're doing it together, so there's that bonding mother-daughter time, and I'm allowing her to choose the style that she wants. So it makes her involved, and makes her happy to be involved, because this is a happy time. This is a happy experience. And the last thing that I want to say is make wash days special. This goes along with pretty much everything else that I said. Don't make hair time a chore. Don't make it a negative experience. Make that wash day, make that detangling regimen, make it a time where you dance and laugh and sing and detangle that hair and style that hair, whatever you're doing with that child. Make it a time that's bonding, a time that's joyous, and a time that's enjoyable for the child. And she will really appreciate that. And I think children who are raised like that, if they're in a transracial home situation, meaning many races within a home or multiple races within a home, they grow up loving and appreciating what they see in their siblings, but they also grow up loving and appreciating what they see in the mirror. And that's really what is most important, is we want to create that confidence and that love and that appreciation for how God created her, in her flesh, in her melanin, in her complexion. We want her to celebrate her being her and how God made her, and not have it be a thing where she rejects the way how she was made because she's so busy comparing because of what she has heard from the grown-ups about how difficult it might be to do her hair, how long it takes, how many products it takes, things like that. Also, my sister pointed something out too that's really, really helpful that I wanted to share. She said, she recommended, find a stylist in your area. Find another mama that you trust. Find somebody you can confide in and reach out to say, hey, God is blessing us. We're about to adopt this baby from, Ethiopia or whatever. We have no idea what to expect about a lot of things, but could you help us prepare for this one area of taking care of her hair, taking care of her skin, making sure she's moisturized, things like that. That's great. When you're doing research, reach out to people. And other Black mamas like myself, I have some white friends who have Black daughters in their home. And sometimes I'll reach out to them, and sometimes they'll reach out to me, and we'll start a communication of, oh, try this product, or, because I'm always trying stuff with my daughter, so I get it. I get it being at Target and looking at all the millions of curly hair products and being overwhelmed. I totally get that. So imagine how you would feel if you were expecting this beautiful blessing of adopting a baby and you had no idea how to take care of their skin or their hair. You would feel overwhelmed just as well. So I recommend that if you are a mother adopting, reach out to other Black mamas and see what they have to say. If you're a Black woman and you know your friend is about to adopt or your friend is fostering, be a help. Recommend things. Don't bash her if she doesn't know how to do everything. She's doing the best that she can. And there are so many other aspects of taking care of this child that she needs to have right up front. This child's emotional being, this child's physical safety, this child's spiritual being, all these other things that rank so much in higher priority that this mama might have to take care of. But this one small thing you can help with that could make a big impact in that little girl's life. And that's coming alongside her mother and saying, let me help too. Let me show you how to do it. Actually, let me do it and you watch. Let me point you to some tutorials on YouTube that I've been watching for hair care. Things like that. Be a help today. Okay, just wanted to share this really quick video with you guys. Comment down below if you have friends who are in that similar situation where they have adopted children of other races, or if you are a mama like that and you've been here on YouTube trying to make it work with your kids at home. That is fantastic. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.